ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1 round number 19 here with F3. And as you can see there before, briefly pause it if you need to. That was the championship standings. There's a 13-point gap between Musical Rocket and Stretch. Now going into this Grand Prix, Stretch is going to have to beat him to even stand a chance going into the final two races. And also Quaker Oats is on the outskirts of maybe having a chance at the standings as well at the championship. But we'll see what happens. And as you can see, we're straight into Q2 here. We had Q3 pop up on the screen. You probably saw it. And Musical Rocket does go into P8 right now. But now he's down. He's still in P8 right now. Quirky Turtle was first with a 14.1. Now Musical Rocket down in P11. His championship rival Stretch just goes into P10. Just scrapes into the top 10. Now Rocket's come out at the very end of the session and he's on the soft tyres and Stretch is right in front of him, and I think he's been slightly distracted and he's invalidated and spun around. Musical Rocket is out of Q2 here and will miss out on a chance to go for pole, and he's got a lot of work to do from P12. Can he do it? We'll find out in the race. Now Musical Rocket is a very good overtaker. He loves this track and we'll see what happens. As you can see here, now into Q3. Let's worry about Q3. Shane goes provisional pole. Now Quaker Oats is on provisional pole for 13.991. I believe that is, because it's in purple. You can't really see it very well. Or 993 it might be. Stretch has done a 15.1, and we're watching him still at the moment. Now we've cut to Camo, who's invalidated, unfortunately for him. Now Camo's just cruising around. Now we cut to Grunty, who's finishing his lap right now. Coming around the final few corners, can he improve and get himself anywhere near the front? And he comes across the line, does a 14.440, puts himself in P3. Now Quirky Turtle is in provisional pole, fastest in Q2. Goes to P2. P2 for the Haas driver. Really good qualifying for him in Asteroid here on his debut. Goes a bit faster, 14.5, but still down there. Ice the Best comes around, sets a valid lap, does a 14.409. Puts himself in fourth place briefly. Now he's down into 7th. Stretch goes into P6. And I think that might be it, guys. And it is. Quaker Oats on pole, Quirky Turtle 2nd, Eagle 3rd, Shane 4th, Camo 5th. And that is the top 5. I will run through the grid in a moment properly, and you'll see it properly, because we do a proper grid walk. Now today's like I said, the championship battle is a 13-point gap between the two at the top, and Rocket is looking to outscore Stretch to keep it to that gap. Stretch is trying to outscore him to close it down. But let's go through the grid. We've got Millsy P15 at the back of the field, Blazer Guns in 14th, with Crazy Fish in 13th in the Red Bull. We've got a chance at the championship standings, and the constructors are only 4 points behind Williams, and the Williams car in front of the championship leader, Musical Rocket, hoping to get herself up the grid and try not to lose that many points to Stretch. Then Spooky P11, Asteroid P10, and you've got Grunty in P9 in the Racing Point, with Ice the Best in P8 in the other Red Bull. Stretch P7 in the Mercedes, championship rival with Musical Rocket, the only guy that can win it off of him other than Quaker. Ripping One Shot P6, Camo P5, Shane P4, he's got a good chance of the win today. Eagle P3, Quirky Turtle in B2 in the Haas car, which is great news for Haas. And in Quaker Oats out front in P1. And at this point we only just realised he's an AI, that's why the AI went so far ahead. But we go to 5 red lights, so let's go, go, go! Away here on the grid, and as you can see, Quaker gets a really good launch. But you'll see in a moment, he does just pull to the side and let everybody through when he takes over. But Musical Rocket, what an amazing start! Goes down the inside, he's into P8 already. There's a little bit of chaos there between Ripping One Shot, the Renault, and Spooky. All side by side, making a bit of contact with each other. But Musical gets a really good start. There's not too much problems. But Quaker Oats, respect to the guy, backed off at the start and made sure he didn't get in anyone's way when he took over his car from the AI. That's good driving from him and very, very sportsmanlike. Now, the end of lap 1. Well, middle sector of lap 1, the really tricky part. There's Musical in P8. Spooky right behind him in P9. Spooky's pushing really hard. He's on a weird line through the next corner. And he's made a big mistake and gone off the track. And I think that is Spooky done. He's got a penalty already. And I think he's done for the day. And he is. He's retired. Now we cut to what's going on. And the two AlphaTauris have come together. What's happened there? It looked like Blazer Guns might have spun on the rear end of Eyes the Best potentially. And then Quaker Oats had nowhere to go. Comes around the corner, his teammate's in the middle of the track. He collides with him, hits him, but it had brought out a safety car. Eyes the Best comes in for a pit stop. The two AlphaTauris in for a pit stop. Grunty's in. Now, the restart here, the start of lap 5, the end of lap 4. Can Quaker Turtle get it right? He seems to get it right. What an amazing launch. But as you can see, Shane's got a great launch. He's all over the back of Camo. Can Shane make a move? He's using ERS, slipstream, the rich Mitch probably at this point. And he's decided not to go for the move. But he could have probably gone for it if he wanted to, but he was patient. Talking of patient, that's what Musical Rocket's got to be right now. He's got to just bide his time, not be daft, not do anything silly. He's in a championship battle and he's in a great place. So he's just sensible. But it's Musical, you never know what he's going to do. Now you've got the two Mercedes back-to-back Eagle, not in a championship fight. Stretch in a championship fight. Now realistically, Eagle should let Stretch through. But Stretch is still behind him. Now Musical Rocket all over the back of Asteroid. Can he make a move? And as you can see, Quaker retiring in the background. Musical Rocket trying to go around the outside of Asteroid. He holds it. And he makes the move stick. No, he doesn't. They're still side by side. Really nice battling. He's trying to get on the door nice and early. Using a tiny bit of ERS on exit. Using a little bit more on the next part of the straight. Now with 3 wide. What's Crazy Fish doing? Crazy Fish has gone down the inside of both of them. He's passed both drivers. But now Musical's trying to go around the outside. And Musical Rocket makes the move stick on both drivers. And does a double overtake eventually in the end. And that is brilliant driving from the 3 cars. Musical Rocket, Asteroid and Crazy Fish. Brilliant battle. Now Shane has Ripping One Shot, all over the back of him. And they're all over the back of Stretch, who's still not been let past by Eagle. Now Eagle is still holding up his teammate. You think Eagle would have let him go. But now Stretch is under pressure now from Shane. Shane's trying to go around the outside of him. And Shane tries to go down the inside of the next corner, but doesn't quite get it right. Now, Slipstream, ERS, DRS, can he do it? He's only got 3% ERS, so probably not enough to make the move stick. And it looks like Stretch holds the position for now. Now, anyone else can do anything. At the moment, it looks like it might settle down for a few laps, and now it has. Now, Musical Rocket all over the back of Ripping One Shot. Shane pits, and also Eagle pits. And as you can see, it looks like Ripping One Shot's moved to the side. He's on a different strategy, and I believe he will let Rocket go. He didn't fight that one too hard, and he does let Rocket go. First bit of Williams team orders we've seen. As you can see, last week's race, there was no team orders. They were side by side. It was crazy. And yeah, it was madness. Now Camo all over the back of the leader at the time, who was QWERTY Turtle. We've skipped forward a little bit and Blazer Guns in the wall. Camo's finally got past QWERTY Turtle, but then pitted not long after. Blazer Guns has decided to call it there after hitting the pit wall. Unfortunate for Blazer. Hasn't had the best of races today. Now Camo all over the back of Eagle. QWERTY Turtle jumped him in the pit stop, so did Eagle. Camo's on the weird strategy. He's going soft, soft, medium. A lot of drivers are going soft to medium to soft, or medium, soft, soft. But yeah, Camo's doing the backwards one, so it might work, it might not. We don't really know. But he's all over the back of Eagle now. QWERTY Turtle says the last lap of the race. And this should be a very easy overtake for Camo. He's pulled out from the DRS. And he's got a little bit of ERS if he wants to use it, chooses not to, makes the move stick. And he is back into P7, trying to close down everyone else in front of him. Musical Rocket currently leads. Remember, he started P12. And what I know, Camo's gone for a very nice overtake there on the Red Bull car, but the Red Bull car comes back at him. I's the best. Nice little battle right now between I's the best and Camo. Who's going to get it? And Camo gets it on the fresher tyres, the better tyres, the soft tyres over the mediums. Now we jump forward to see what's going on with Musical. Musical is now pitted. He's down into P7. He's right behind his championship rival Stretch already. And Stretch is struggling on those 8-lap-old medium tyres. But it looks like Musical's going to go down the inside of Stretch, trying not to waste any time, and runs around the outside, down to the inside, and that's a nice overtake from Rocket on Stretch. Now, will Stretch have a go at him back down this straight? It looks like he's thinking about it. But Rocket seems to defend just enough, and that should be the last time he sees his championship rival all race. Now he's all over the back of Eagle. Remember, if Eagle let Stretch through earlier on, this wouldn't be a problem for Stretch. He would have been long gone. But unfortunately, he's been slightly held up by his teammate. But I guess they're all racing for themselves at the end of the day. But team orders probably would have helped. Now, Rocket should be able to make a nice easy move here on Eagle. Goes down the inside on that curb. Uses the straight line speed and the DRS and the ERS a little bit. And makes the move on Eagle, who's trying to fight it a little bit but can't fight it too much. Too easy move there. And he is now up into P5, has cleared both Mercedes. Teammate the next car up the road. Will his teammate make it difficult for him? And as you can see here, we jump to another clip. It looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated behind his teammate, not letting him go, ripping one shot, holding up Rocket now. Rocket getting a little bit impatient. All over the back of his teammate, ripping one shot. He's practically pushing him through the stadium section. Asteroid gets a time penalty. Camo's in the pits for his final stop onto those mediums. Now Rocket all over the back of ripping one shot. Will he make a move? I don't think he will just yet. He's going to sit there. But ripping one shot's thinking about a move on Shane. He's closing in, but not quite close enough. Rocket all over the back of one shot. Can he make the move? He's using a little bit of ERS, a bit of Rich Mix, probably. A bit of DRS. Is he going to go for the move here? No. But nearly hits the back of him. Rocket, careful. Some patience, lad. What's he doing? Now, another go into this corner. Goes down the inside. Tiny bit of contact between the two Williams cars. They just cannot drive side by side. They're very dangerous. They're very aggressive on each other. But Rocket makes the move stick with a little bit of contact. Now, all over the back is Shane. He's going to go down the inside at the first available option, and he's chose here. Is he going to try and run it around the outside? This is not the best place to overtake Rocket, and he does! He holds it, but there's lots of contact. But he makes the move, and he's up into P2. He does have to pit again for another set of softs. QWERTY Turtle in front of him, probably has to pit again as well. And Rocket now all over the back of QWERTY Turtle. This should be an easy overtake. Probably don't even need to commentate on it. Tyre advantage, you know, 13-lap-old mediums versus 6-lap-old softs. It's not really a contest. And he's made the move. He's into P1 from P12 into P1. Now, where's he going to come out when he does pit? Now, Rocket is pushing a little bit too long, in my opinion. He needs to come in. And as you can see, he does come in. But because he waited so long to pit, he's come out in P4. Now, he's going to have fresher tyres at the end, as you can see here, all over the back of his teammate. But maybe Rocket should have pitted a few laps earlier because he got undercut. But he's all over the back of ripping one shot now. Should be able to make this move stick on his teammate. His teammate shouldn't fight it too hard. But he does. Okay, he didn't fight it as hard as he could have done. Rippin could have held it around the outside there, but Rocket makes the move. Now, can he make a move? Immediate overtake on Shane, straight after passing his teammate. He's thinking about it. He's going down the inside, and he does make it stick. Now, I should have brought the penalties up by now. You'll see them soon on the screen. But Rocket is in P2 right now. Camo in P1. We've got Shane P3. And then Ripping one shot in P5. And now you can see Rocket has picked up a penalty. And he's all over the back of Camo. Oh my god. He nearly went for an overtake in a really silly place. But gets away with it. Now, Rocket's definitely getting impatient. We can see that. Is he going to go for a move? Oh my god, you don't overtake here. Rocket, what are you doing? He's hit him. Contact between Camo and Rocket. Now Rocket is all over the back of Camo. On those better tyres, he could have waited till here without any sort of contact. But he decided to just go for crazy moves nice and early. They've got an AI car retiring just in front of them, which might cause problems. They've gone past it, so there's no issues there. Rocket trying to go around the outside of Camo. Can he hold it? He can on the superior tyre grip. And he is into P1 from P12 on the grid. Musical Rocket has made his way into P1. And this has been a superb drive and the drive of a champion. Now let's focus on what's going on behind. Ripping one shot, Camo side by side. Ripping one shot on the superior tyres. Goes past Camo. Camo's just dropping back on those mediums now. He hasn't got the pace to compete with the soft runners, unfortunately for him. Now he's got Shane all over the back of him. What can Shane do from here? Shane should be able to make a move on the superior tyre grip. He's got his DRS and his little bit of ERS he had available active briefly. And he goes down the inside. He's into P3, Camo into P4. And now, I think Shane might be able to have a go at ripping one shot. But before that, Camo's losing another position here to Eagle. Eagle's gone around the outside of Camo. Still side by side. And Camo tries to hold it there, but can't quite do so. And Eagle makes the move. Eagle into P4. But Camo gets him back down the next straight. But then Eagle hits the back of Camo, I think. Slight bit of contact. I wouldn't say anybody's fault, but it's unfortunate. And there is a spin for Eagle, and he's dropped back. He can no longer battle for the podium positions, because he did have a chance though. But now Shane all over the back of Ripping One Shot, going into the final lap of the race. And he makes it stick nice and easy. And Shane into P2. Now Rocket has a 3-second penalty with one more warning. He'll go up to 6 seconds and he would lose the win at this current time. Rocket coming around the final corner, pushing as hard as he can, and he gets the gap up to 6 seconds before crossing the line. And it does rise to about 6.1. And Shane comes home in P2, Ripping One Shot. Gets P3 ahead of Camo in P4, who loses out by half a second. But no Eagle! Eagle gets P3. Eagle gets P3 on no penalties. And he does get the podium after all. What a result for Eagle that is. Camo coming home in P5 eventually. Ripping One Shot P4. Quality Total P6. Stretch 7th. Grunty 8. Eyes the best 9th. And Crazy Fish getting the final point. And that extends Musical's championship lead to about 35 points, I believe. I hope you've enjoyed. I've been Chris 12 overseas, and I'll see you later.